Democracy Day is organised in partnership with Imagine Belfast, and we're here today to talk about how we can help to deepen and broaden democracy in Northern Ireland and put the public at the centre of decision making. We're in the Long Gallery in Parliament Buildings at Stormont today, and we couldn't resist doing the event here because of its symbolism. We organised this event before the restoration of the Executive, so we were going to do it here anyway, but it's even better now that the Executive and Assembly are restored.
I am an independent democracy inspector. Each attendee gets a vote, one of these, and then they get to cast their vote, one of 4 statements, and they have to decide which is best or least worst, and they get to vote early but not often.
Well, the Imagine Belfast Festival has all been about promoting new ideas on politics and culture. We had a Democracy Day in 4 of our previous festivals, so it's great to see it spun out as a dedicated event in its own right.
We've also got some fantastic speakers coming from other arts and parts to tell us about innovations in democracy. So we've got digital democracy, we're looking at deliberative democracy in divided societies, and we're looking at community organising in particular.
This is not the first time people have organised. In fact, the experience is you only get anywhere when you organise. When the poor particularly didn't have the vote, they organised. When women didn't have the vote, they organised. So it's not a new idea, but the particular...
So what this is up here is an example from Mexico. Basically, they have an open government national action plan, and they use this website to track the progress of those plans. And open data is a really important part of that.
But often hovering in the background of these ideas, about the idea that people should be more involved in politics, that people should have a voice, there is a theory floating in the background, and that theory is deliberative democracy. Now, people have been writing about this theory for a long time, 30, 40 years. In fact, some people trace it right back to the ancient Greeks.
So we've got a bunch of ideas coming into the room today who are going to be pitching to each other about their idea to get people involved in decision making on a whole raft of different issues around Northern Ireland.
That noise, if you run out of time, yeah. So, without further ado, can I please welcome a representative from Northwest Migrants Forum? Thank you.
Hands up here if you're not allowed to travel to Dublin. No one. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nora, and I'm here from NUS USI.
We think that the best ideas come when people who have different views and from different backgrounds collaborate together. So although individuals are coming into this room to pitch an idea, we've asked them to be open-minded about it, not to be fixed about the solution. So I'm looking for some really good quality conversations.
Whenever we started discussing our project and seeing all the other amazing projects that are here today, we found that the work that Cooperation Ireland were looking to do was pretty similar to what we were trying to do.
I'm excited to be here today. It's very vibrant, there's lots of energy in the room as people really start to uncover what they mean by democracy, how they want to engage their communities themselves in making a difference, in getting their voices heard.
All of our organisations have been established for a long time, but it just appears like what we've learned from today is that organisations work in silos, and it's not that it's been bad, it's just the way we're always self-reliant and you're very much being reactive to what's going on. Today has given us an opportunity to be proactive, learn about each other and realise that we're doing quite similar work at different stages, and it just brings us together.
We think the Community Foundations Northern Ireland has great convening power. There are organisations we know and value their work here, and there are new organisations for us to meet. It's a great opportunity for me as a funder to really understand what the issues are on the ground and to start to think about what those solutions are.
So we've actually paired up with Youth Action as well around ultimately the establishment of a Northern Ireland Youth Assembly with local citizen assemblies feeding into that process, and
basically working with every individual who starts their college or university degree by empowering them as individuals to make changes and then making changes in their own communities, leading up to them making changes in the greater society.
We feel it's so important in Northern Ireland for young people to have that platform so that they can lobby and campaign decision makers and have a say around their future. We're the only place that doesn't have an established youth assembly.
So we have Northern Ireland Youth Forum, NUS USI and Youth Action all together. We're at the end of Democracy Day and we have 14 ideas from our original 30 who are going forward into the next stages of the process. They attend a series of 4 workshops over the next few months to clarify and think through their idea and come together and ready for a project that can be delivered.